Today, I'll show you how to approve a document in Microsoft Forms using a simple review flow that keeps everything organized and easy to track. We'll walk through creating the form, sharing it, reviewing what comes in, and then handling approvals or rejections in a clear, consistent way. Let's start by setting up a form that collects the information you need about each document. Open Microsoft Forms in your browser and create a new form. Give it a clear descriptive title so reviewers immediately know what it's for. Something like document approval request or document review form works well. In the description area, briefly explain the purpose of the form and who should use it so people filling it out understand what's expected. Next, you'll add fields that capture the details of each document. Begin with a question for the document name. Set this as a required field so every submission includes a clear title. Then add a field for a link to the document. This is usually best as a text question where the requester can paste a shared link from your storage location, such as OneDrive, SharePoint, or another approved platform. Make sure you mention in the question text that the document should be shared with the reviewers so they can actually open it. You may also want to include a description field. This can be a longer text question where the requester briefly explains what the document is about, what kind of approval they need, and any specific points reviewers should focus on. Having this context makes it much easier for reviewers to make a decision without going back and forth for basic information. Once those key fields are in place, review your form for clarity. Check that each question is clearly labeled, that required fields are marked as required, and that the order of the questions makes sense. A logical flow is document name, document link, description or context, and then anything else your process might require, such as a requested due date or department if relevant. Now it's time to share the form with reviewers or with the people who will be submitting documents for approval. In Microsoft Forms, open the form and use the share option to generate the link. Decide whether only people in your organization can respond or whether anyone with the link can submit. For internal approvals, limiting it to your organization is usually safer. Then send this link by email, chat, or however your team normally communicates. As responses start coming in, go to the Responses tab in Microsoft Forms. Here you'll see each submission listed with the document name, link, and description. You can look at a summary of all responses or click into individual responses to view the details of a single document request. When you review each submission, use the document link to open and read the document itself. Based on your review, you'll decide whether to approve or reject it. Microsoft Forms doesn't have a built-in approve button, so you'll use comments or follow-up communication to let the requester know your decision. This could be an email reply, a message in your team's chat app, or a note in whatever system your team uses for tracking approvals. Clearly state whether the document is approved or rejected, and if it's rejected, briefly explain what needs to change before it can be approved. By following these steps, you'll have a straightforward, repeatable process for collecting document details, reviewing them, and communicating your approval decisions using Microsoft Forms.